Yep.
All right, man. So we gonna get into the third topic. Uh, Running backs.
Yeah. So let me take over on this one. So Saquon got a 1 year, $11 million deal after getting franchise tag, right? And so the whole thing has been going on about me. I mean, because I played the position in high school too. Like the whole thing has been going on around like about running backs worth, how running backs get paid, this and that. I think from the national media standpoint, it looks good for wide receivers. Look good. They get paid a lot. The quarterbacks look good, and running backs don't actually last a long time, and they seem to be easier to find in the draft. So
Free agency as well.
I think that it's a misconception that running backs are easy to find in the draft because I think a lot of positions can be easily found in the draft. I think a lot of people it's really about the fit, right,
Yeah.
and the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Because running backs tend to get injured more running backs get a chance to play than
Mhm.
like a wide receiver. If you get a fifth round wide receiver, he's not automatically bad. He just didn't get the actual reps. Not only did he not get the reps with the starters,
Mhm.
right? But then he also didn't just get the reps and the time to prove what he can actually do on the field. Um, I think Stephen A actually said something really interesting that I would agree with, but I think it shouldn't be just for running backs. I think it should be for every position. So like you got the NFLPA, right? Who they came together and was like, this is how franchise tags work. This is how this works. This is how that works. And then people are gonna bring up the examples like the Todd Gurleys and stuff of the world, the Zekes. You pay these running backs and then it don't pan out for you in the long run. I think what the NFL should do is every position should get paid specifically by position. And so when you're listed as a position, that's how your pay scale should be worked out. So I think if you're a quarterback, it should be fine to give out a 8 year contract to a quarterback because of the longevity of that position. I
Yeah.
think running backs should be able to get paid at the top of the league as soon as they enter the league because I talk about this a lot. And shout out to my boy Trey Veezy. Running backs enter the league in their prime. Like running backs don't hit the league and develop like other positions do.
They
Like
already like they
they're
already
in their prime. Like
they full steam going.
right, like any great running back you ever look at in the history of football, their first season was 1,500 yards. Like that's how running backs hit the
Cause
scene.
matter of fact, yeah. Cause really think about it. In high school, if you like a 5-star running, okay, let's you're a starting running back, 4-star, 5-star. You already getting like 200 carries in high school per year. Then you get to college, you gonna get 200 carries minimum per year. And if you go to Alabama, you probably be getting like 275. You go to the NFL, you getting 300.
And then that also depends on like because they could I feel like they could do that and I see that for a lot of positions, right? I think me personally, I think running backs and linebackers should be able to leave college as sophomores rather than juniors.
Because they honestly they have to
They're
grow
gonna
the
be hitting,
fastest.
yeah. Yeah.
They have to go the fastest. They go the muscle mass the fastest. They have to grow because they gotta hit. Like how you said, they gotta hit. Running
Right,
backs get hit every play.
right.
Linebackers gotta hit every play.
Right. And like other and it's a lot of other positions like tackles and stuff, they develop because they got the size already. They're just developing their skill.
Yeah.
So tackles, it's a huge drop off because if you don't draft a tackle in the first round, he might not pan out to be the player you want him to be. But you can get a running back in the fifth round because now the pool is so saturated because they're making players stay all 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then running backs all hit the ground running. So if you come in the league with somebody else, you and the guy that got drafted ahead of you, bro, we had a perfect example of this with Green Bay, with Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. They're both starters, but like they can't both be starters there at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's like I think for the most part, I think the contracts amount itself isn't isn't pretty, but I think running backs should be able to get paid early but they also should be able to like get like fully guaranteed contracts and shorter contracts. And other positions like tackles can get like let's say they do like tackles can get a contract from 3 to 7 years. A wide receiver can get a contract from 3 to 8 years, depending on like their age, right? So once they hit a certain age threshold, then it's like once they turn 30, then the contracts go from like 4 to 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Like switch it up per position
But
based
then
on
you
the
have
long.
but then you have to restructure like the draft pay scale because they also do like, oh, the number one pick gets 40 million automatically. Then it tears down. So then you gotta fix that too, right?
Well, I mean, you can leave it the same the way it is, but just adjust it because
Hmm.
like because like all right, let's say a running back goes number one overall, which probably won't happen anymore because I understand about how much running backs get hit and how they don't last long and the injuries. But we all know when it comes time the playoffs and it comes time to win games, these running backs keep winning the games. It don't matter if you got Tom Brady because Leonard Fournette is going to do what he got to do. It don't matter if you got Patrick Mahomes because Isaiah Pacheco going to show up when they need him. Like
Shoot,
we all know the running backs matter.
James White gonna show up when you need him to.
Right. So like so we know that, but I'm saying like I'm not saying this is a fully thought out idea. I'm just saying for certain positions hit the ground running. Like pass rusher is an example too. A pass rusher comes out of college. The good ones they come out of college already
Already elite,
elite.
already
Right.
elite.
They're not developing anything. They
Because
they're
all
they're
the pass
already
rushes,
good.
all the pass rushes that come in the first round, they literally plug and play.
Right. And so like they should be able to get paid immediately, like right after that first year. Like if you come out and get a 14 sack, 12 sack season as a rookie, you should be able to get paid right then and there. You
Just
shouldn't have to wait.
go ahead and restructure the contract right then and there, and go ahead and
Right.
resign.
Because that what that does is it helps the players and the team because now like yeah like a team can franchise tag a player, push it, like kick the rock down the road, right? So
Mm-hmm.
rather than you franchise tagging me and giving me 13, like so you paid me for my rookie contract, which is like 13 million in 4 years, let's just say. Then you give me another 13 million because you franchise tagged me twice. Why don't you just pay me 20 million for my second and third year? And then you reevaluate me then. Because now I'm off the books, but I also got my money before, like while I'm still an effective player, I'm getting the money right now.
You're technically in contract years every single year.
Pretty much, yeah. Because like while you're effective, we're both getting our bang for our buck. While like you're rushing for
Now the
1,600
cap,
yards, I'm
the
getting
cap,
paid.
the cap. It messes with the cap
Not necessarily.
because length of contracts mean a lot too. That's why.
Well, not necessarily. The contract length itself don't matter. It depends on how they plan to pay the contract out. Like whether it's a top heavy contract where they get paid up front, or it's a backside contract where they get paid on the backside. I'm saying eliminate that whole thing. Just pay me the money that I'm actually worth right then and there. Now, what that may lead to is the quarterback signs a longer contract, so he's not getting paid as much his first 3 years because you're making cap for the running back to get paid. Like
So basically, if quarterbacks have like elite years, like high number years, give them the Patrick Mahomes contract, so you can just go in and restructure as needed, and
right,
then you got like a Saquon Barkley. Like, hey, I just had ran for like 1,200, and I caught another 900. Give me 20. Give me who's making what? Give me 17 million for next year, and then let's reevaluate me. Okay, I did this. Okay, give me 15 because my production went down, but it was still high. So give me 15. Then the year
right.
after that, it was high again. I was all pro. I was in MVP talks. Give me 20.
Right, and then that way we both get the bang for our bucks because look, if you do what you did with Zeke hits a wall, right, and the Cowboys still owe him money. That hurt the team and him. So why not just, if you had paid him when a running back is in his second year and he just had a really good first season, he's in his prime for 2 to 3 more years for a fact. After that, you got to reevaluate. But for 2 to 3 years, you can give him 280 carries and he can hold
Shoot,
on to
yeah,
that.
The first contract, yeah, the first 4 years, the first 5 years of your contract, he can handle 250. And that's without catching the ball. That's without catching the ball out the backfield. That's 250. That's 250 carries.
Because look, you got to think about this. If 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 they don't do something about it, the position is going to become deceased in general. Because you're going to start asking yourself, you're a star athlete, right? And you're
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, like I good at toting the rock, and then you start getting your hands together, and you're like, I mean, hey, put me in the slot because you're like you got players like, just to use my team for example, Antonio Gibson, we drafted him to play running back. He played running back and wide receiver at Memphis, and now he's over there like, hey, put me back at wide receiver because he know what's going on.
Right. And then
Like
and then and then
nobody gonna want to play.
If Antonio have like an elite year with Terry, and he gonna be like, yo, I'm not a running back no more. I'm a wide
right,
receiver. So give
right.
me the 21, dog.
You see what I'm saying?
Don't give me the 14 like the rest of them. Give me the 21 with the
And
rest of the
and
receivers.
but that's going to happen for every position because when you look at it, when you look at players coming out of college, players tend to say, I play this position because, man, bro, you think Lamar Jackson has said, bro, I'm a quarterback, or Jalen Hurts said, bro, you think they said that just so they were like, well, I don't really want to play wide receiver. No, they want to get paid like a quarterback. That's why they
Yeah.
play those positions. Like when you love football, you don't mind playing any position of football. You just like to
Right.
be
You
on the
you do what
field.
you usually gotta do to be on the field, but you be like, dog, I'm a quarterback. Hey, I want my 40 million. I want my potential 50 because I know I'm getting at least 30 a year.
like like
So
um
like,
like like what Charles Woodson that said. Charles Woodson, that's my guy. He was like, the man, they was like, man, so you had a real great high school career as a running back. Like what made you switch the corner? That was a business decision. Like why would I keep playing running back when I can just play
cause
corner?
listen, cause I still got the hips, I still got the speed, I still got the
Yeah,
cuts. Like I know that I
yeah,
can jump, I can catch. So if it hits every
yeah.
time I'm catching it, I'm out jumping you. What it matter?
Right.
I want
And
my 15 a year, my 20 million a year versus my 10 or 11.
yeah, and but that's gonna happen with a lot of positions. You gonna start, like, people are gonna start forcing themselves to play other positions on the field because they're gonna say, the position I play, like, even though this is my best position, I can't generate enough revenue. I guarantee you it's a bunch of guards and centers that, if they could, they'll switch to tackle. Like, they
Shoot,
would.
I bet you Zach Martin probably like, dog,
Well, I mean,
I'm better than 99% of y'all. So like, give me
but
what?
but 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 Zach Martin got paid accordingly though. You
At
know.
that point in time, yeah.
I mean, I think O lineman might be okay for now, but I think it's going to be a transition in football that's going to happen. And I think a part of it is going to be like, and I really don't know how they're going to attack it. That's going to be an NFLPA thing, but certain positions going to be like, you know what I'm saying, like it's going to be safeties, and it's going to be safeties that say, man, like, them cornerbacks getting a lot, but it's you gonna have to start looking like, hold on now, like, without me backing this guy up now,
Yeah,
and
he don't got the confidence to do what he do without me being back there.
yeah,
So like, you got Jalen Ramsey, yeah, he can lock you down, but like when we go out there, I'm helping him out there. So don't make it seem like he doing that by himself. I'm out there helping him.
you
My pass breakup that get him that interception because I'm back there helping him. So
and
come on
and
now.
and so that to me, I think that's going to be a big thing, bro. I think that's the main thing with I feel like if they were to make those changes for the running back position, however they go to make it, running backs they're gonna be fine, because I would take the $217 million guaranteed contracts. That way, I know if I retire tomorrow, I made $34 million in the league, rather than getting pushed down the road. Now they franchise tag you because they don't want to give you a long term contract. And now when you get the contract, it still ain't fully guaranteed. So you might as well just say, hey man, if you pay me fully guaranteed for 2 years, hey, I'll walk. You ain't even gotta cut me. I'll walk myself.
Matter of fact, you'll be like, hey dog, you can pay me whatever you want to pay me after these. Hey, in my first 5 years of the league, if y'all give me the 40 million, in my first 4 years, or the 55 million my first 4 years, because how much that'll be? That's 13 million a year, 12 million a year, something like that. If y'all give me 55 million a year, if y'all give me 55 million over 4 years, I'm fine. Y'all can franchise tag me. Y'all can sign me to a 5 year a $5 million contract. I don't care. I already got that 55, or I already
and
got
and
that 60.
and you got to think about this. The salary cap is something that's set by the owners. The salary cap is not something like the owners can adjust the salary cap if they want to. So one
But of
if
course they not.
so
That's what they do.
but no, but you gotta think about it. If the NFLPA makes those rules adjustments, like you gotta pay running backs in this period of time, if they make that adjustments, the salary cap is gonna adjust too because the owners are gonna say, well, if that's the new rule, the only way for us to help our teams win is to up it just for those couple of years so we can make it work and then go from there.
Because when does
Like
the CBA, when does it end? Whenever it ends, that's when they can go back in and make adjustments, and they'll have to make adjustments for running backs. They'll
and
have to.
and and what they need to do, and I know it's like a committee, so it's like it's not mandatory, but they got to figure out a way to get representation for like every position at some kind of level. So like it should be in a perfect world, it should be at least a top 10 player at every position on the PA, so they can speak for their position group.
Because I
Because
mean, because
if you got a bunch of corners and quarterbacks, who cares what the running
yeah,
back getting done with?
who fight for the big guys?
Right,
Ain't nobody. Because you got skill position out there fighting for skill position, but ain't nobody down there fighting for Zach Martin. Ain't nobody
right,
down there fighting for the fifth round offensive tackle who's actually pretty elite. The numbers show it, but he ain't really getting nothing.
right.
So I mean, I'd say in the grand scheme of things, if you gonna keep letting the quarterbacks get 40 million, 50 million a year, that's fine. But when it gets down to skill positions to have a category, be like, yo, wide receivers, the max, what's the highest? So Tyree get 30. So all skill position, y'all max is 30. What's the minimum? They'll say the minimum is like 10 million. So anywhere between 30 and 10 for skill position, that's y'all range.
Well, you
And
can't.
whatever what y'all numbers dictate, that's what y'all get.
You can't really do a minimum though because like they got the veterans minimum. Like if you get a player like when Julio went to the Titans or something,
He got like
like
what 5 million or something like that.
yeah, you're just trying to get that person in the locker room, so it can't be like a minimum like that. But if we talking about stats wise, I think it could be a minimum. Like
Well,
if you get 1,400 yards receiving, you shouldn't be making less than
yeah. So the
whatever.
stats, so wherever your numbers are, you fit into these categories
Yeah.
and do it and then do it year by year. So like you have like his rookie year, he came in, he signed a 4 year deal with the 5th year team option. Cool, but within them 4 years, depending on his stats and his production, his numbers can change. Like this will get upgraded to this, or it'll get downgraded to that, or it'll see. I agree with that. Running back, you in your second year, you only making I'll use Derrick Henry contract. So it was 4 years, like 6 million. That was his contract. In a year three, he rushed for like 1,600 and he leading the league. All right, that little 1 point something million that he made that year gets upgraded to 13.
Like,
And
like,
then
bro. Let me give you a perfect example. I just look up Damian Pierce, right? For the Texans,
yeah,
he got a 4 year, $4.4 million contract. Now, after the season he just had, where he pretty much was the workhorse on the Texans offense, he should be able to go back in there right now and say, "Yo, I know I'm gonna get 300 touches the next 3 years." So like just just give me 8 million a year guarantee for the next 3 years or 10 million or whatever it is. Like obviously his numbers aren't at the top, so he can't just say give me the 17. But he should be able to walk in and say, man, give me 10 million for the next two years
because I know how
guaranteed.
y'all use me. I know
Right.
y'all gonna use me, and y'all got no choice but to use me like that if we got a chance on it.
Come on, you see what I'm saying? So like, that's when it got to happen because by the time they use him for the next 4 years and it's time for his contract to come up, he probably only got 1 year left for his prime left. because they beat him down the first 4 years. So they might as well just get it out the way now. The Texans is a team that they're rebuilding anyway. So
Yeah,
it ain't like they need to pay CJ Stroud yet, because you don't got to pay quarterbacks, because quarterbacks gonna last. So it's not like you got to pay the quarterback.
because
You don't.
Tom Brady last till he was 44, so now you got a precedent. Hey, a quarterback can last until he's 44, dog. So like y'all got a bigger window to make money. Running backs only got 10 years maybe to make money.
Not even 10 years to make money.
Well, the elite running backs
I
got 10
mean,
years, but
the
like
prime
regular,
the primes be over by 26, 27. Everything that you get after that is just, he was such a great talented player that he still could produce. He wasn't himself. Like
Adrian Peterson.
Eric Dickerson at 28 wasn't Eric Dickerson at 23. He just wasn't.
Adrian Peterson at 28 wasn't Adrian Peterson at 23.
Right, but I mean,
Adrian Peterson at
they
32
were
is
so
still been getting
productive.
1,000 yards, but
Right.
he ain't been
He
Adrian Peterson at 22
right.
getting the 1800, and doing whatever else. But
So I mean, that's the way I see it, though. So
yeah. All right, man. I feel good about it today. I feel good about
yeah,
it.
me
How you
too.
feel about it?
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
All right, man, y'all. So as we were saying all throughout, hit us up in the comment section. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hey, man, because we said a lot of things today. If we say some things that y'all didn't agree with, or we say some things that we might have left out, y'all get us up in the comments. Y'all let us know. Like, hey, y'all missed this, y'all missed that, and we'll address it in the next episode.
Oh yeah,
But y'all,
and y'all check this. Make sure y'all subscribe to our Clips channel. Just in case you don't got time to check out the full video, we're gonna have clips of all the videos we're recording. So if you just want to tune in to catch a 5-minute clip, 8-minute clip, just subscribe to that channel, because we're gonna have that channel just as active as the main channel. So just make sure y'all do that for us too, man.
all right, man. But hey, it's me, Queso. It's Boom Bam. It's my going for the Gusta, baby. It's see y'all later. Peace.